welcome to Exploring Israel for Bible Study. Again, I'm Jeff Baxter. I'm the next generation pastor at Mission Hills Church in Littleton, Colorado. I'm so glad you've chosen to join me again today. As I've said every time, my wife and I love leading trips to Israel, and it's so exciting to help people see the Bible go from black and white to color, and I hope to do that again today as we explore some people and a place in particular. Let's talk about Nazareth today. Are you ready? Well, let's go to Nazareth. This is the place where Mary went daily. It's where conversations would have happened with the villagers at this particular location. It's Nazareth, but it's a specific place in Nazareth. Remember, Nazareth was the hometown of Joseph and Mary. Luke chapter 2, verse 39 tells us that. Jesus grew up here from his infancy after they came back from getting to Egypt and coming back. He would have grown, Jesus, from his infancy through his manhood. And he began his public ministry here in the synagogue. And this is the place where, well, that famous phrase, a prophet is without honor in his own home country, came from, because Jesus would be kicked out of Nazareth, his own hometown, for the claims that he said about himself, that he was the Son of God, that he had authority, that he blasted the Pharisees every now and then. I'll give you all the verses down below in the notes for all of these interactions. Jesus stopped his ministry here. But let's go to a specific place in Nazareth. Let's talk about the city well in Nazareth. Why the city well? Well, oftentimes when groups go to Israel, they don't make it over to Mary's well, is what it's called today. They go over to another famous place that's believed to be where other events took place and where Jesus and all that happened. But I want to go to the city well because the rabbis had this belief that divine revelation occurred at wells. They believed that Mary had her encounter with the angel Gabriel at the well in Nazareth. We don't know for sure. The biblical scriptures don't tell us. But based on tradition and a few little highlights from the Old Testament might give us some clues on whether this took place. Whether Mary was at the city well and Gabriel showed up to give her the news that she was going to be, well, she's going to carry the Son of God inside of her for 9 months and have him be born into the world to save the world. As water is life-giving and symbolizes creation and new beginnings, it's noteworthy that God would choose water sources to reveal his revelation, his plans. In the Song of Songs, a woman is praised as the garden fountain, a well of living water, in Song of Psalms 4, verse 15. After Hagar, back there in the Old Testament, fled from Sarai, and the angel of the Lord appeared to her at a well at Bir Lahai, where he revealed to her the name of the son Ishmael and promised her a multitude of offspring in Genesis chapter 16. Later, when Hagar and Ishmael had been cast out into the wilderness and Beersheba, and their water supply had gone, God opened up her eyes to see a well of water. And she went and filled her skin with water, her container, and gave the boy a drink in Genesis chapter 21. So it's not unheard of that divine revelation and angels show up at well sources. Think about Jesus and the Samaritan woman at the well. So I don't know. We don't know for sure. But the rabbis and ancient places describe that they believe that Gabriel would have shown up to Mary at this very significant place in Nazareth to give her the news that she is going to bear the Son of God and he's going to be born into the world to save it. That's why I like to go to places like this in Nazareth and in Israel, because there's maybe this chance in this significant place. And now there's a church over the top of this location where the water source still comes out of the ground that everyone would have gone to get water. And wouldn't it be amazing if that's the place where Jesus' birth is going to be announced to Mary? It would be remarkable. Well, thanks for exploring Israel for Bible study with me today.